Hello, everybody, and welcome back to more Pillars of Eternity. I hope you're still enjoying yourselves, or at least haven't given up yet, because I'm enjoying myself. I'm going to go for probably another half hour. I don't think I'm going to finish this first dungeon that time, but...
Just like the tiles.
Okay, that's useful information. The mural must be ancient, yet the colors are still bright and vivid. It shows... Oh, wasn't. Don't want the combat log, I want this log. Okay. The mural must be ancient, yet the colors are still bright and vivid. It shows a prosecution of Egwinthale from all the Kith races, Elenium, Elf, Orland, Dwarf, and Human. They walk among pillars similar to the ones that span the chamber, each one topped with a flame. A three-part symbol is inscribed on the pillar. A unlit brazier sits at its base. It could be lit if you had the means. Use your torch to light the brazier, or if I was a fire godlike, I could just set fire to it using my own inner fire. Flames kindle swiftly as the brazier wending their way upwards. And again. Okay, so I think, yes, this is how we get through that thing. We have to light all these. Or not. Oh, that's not good. That is horrible black Uzis. Oh, that's a black Uzi. Okay, you. Go into stealth mode.
How can I help?
You go over here. You two attack the lesser black ooze. Okay. Being overly cautious, it's just a single black ooze. Nothing to really get concerned about.
No problem.
Okay, you can get out of stealth mode, buddy.
Where'd that slime come from?
Ooh, a poleaxe. Viscous and oily, the muck clings to anything it touches. Viscous slime, or something dark and tar-like, runs down the wall. The shapes and bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. Use the water skin to clear off the ooze. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburn burst surrounding it has chipped away in places, but the details of its head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of its pointed ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty. A gem fills the other. So in other words, we gotta find ourselves a gem. Meanwhile, though, let's look at our map real fast. Okay, so I don't feel comfortable crossing that, well, there's still so many unlit braziers. So let's see if we can light a few more of them by going this way.
Wait, do you hear that?
Okay, that's probably a sign that we should scout ahead. Oh, hello. What are you? A Skuldror whelp. Okay.
Yeah. Let's go!
Oh, and in the process of being spotted. Right, we're murdering the shit out of these little whelpy bastards. They are, admittedly, like fucking nothing enemies. Alright, you can stop sneaking.
Take a look at the wall. Think we could get through?
Well, let's try. A crack runs along the wall from the floor to the ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Push on the wall. Use the hammer and chisel to weaken the wall. Well, I'll use that item I found earlier, yeah. You set to work, the cracks lengthening and widening with your efforts, but the process is more taxing than you expected. Sweat beads your forehead and your muscles begin to ache. Continue chiseling the wall. After several long moments, you begin to see light on the other side. With one final tap, several blocks of stone shift and then tremble loose, creating a gap just wide enough to pass through.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner. How can I help?
Sure. Yeah, for a merchant, you are a sneaky bastard. I respect that. Okay, we've got ugly bastards. And what else? Okay, way out that direction.
Do you feel that? There's a draft coming through that wall. I don't hear any.
I don't hear any signs of... I don't hear any signs of that storm either.
Eh?
Okay, you two go and beat the shit out of this ugly bugger
Let's
here.
go!
Alright, pick up his ugly trash. Oh, he doesn't have
Sure.
any trash. Okay, so... Oh, so this bypasses where we were just, sneaking through. Fair enough. Oh, fuck you, you evil little spider bastard. I hate spiders. I really do. Cats are jumping around like crazy little animals. Ridiculous little kittens. Love them. Death to spiders!
Let's go!
You guys can help, Or not. Spider-loving bastards. Bats as large as a chicken. Bats as large as chickens are strung in the web. Oh, that's creepy as shit. Hello, what's this? A bloodstone and a rapier. I will take both of these, and I imagine I can probably stick that bloodstone into the thing. Oh, a helmet. Completely unusable by me because I am a... Oh, different types of stents. Well, one of these probably goes into that eye, so let's go that way. Do I want to risk crossing? I turned on all the lights. I'm sure it's completely safe now.
Yeah.
Go through with my main person and just avoid walking on the.
How can I help?
Yeah, let's just take this slow and walk around these bits.
What you need?
Not walk on the creepy possible traps. Okay, everybody forward march. Speaking of forward march, fast forward time. Nope, fast forward time. Off you go, boys. Oh, boy and ladies. That was not the gem I needed. Well, whatever. Sorry, eyeball, you are shit out of luck. Unless it's something over there. Oh yeah, fast forward. So once they've crossed that, and I'm taking a longer way, but I really don't want to risk triggering a trap, even if it's probably a lesser trap that's not that big of a deal. Oh, I do have party AI. I was talking to Faraday earlier about this, and I said I didn't think there was party AI. I was wrong. I mean, I never use it because I prefer to, play this properly by controlling everything manually, but, man, whatever. Quick save for luck, and we're out of the mine. What do you know? What do you know? Oh, hello, friends. Older robed man. 4 figures stand before an otherworldly apparition. An ancient... an ancient structure of chiseled aura and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well observed from their view. You are well obstructed from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out amongst them. A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with runic language, unlike anything you have ever seen. And he wears a strange black headdress with two prominent Pertins that just jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Cultists! Yeah, these guys aren't ominous at all. Yeah, I'm not one to judge or anything. You do you, but, that seems super evil, yo. Yeah. For an instant, that apparatus goes quiet, and the air is still. Then, all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with adar and tempered with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of adar pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions. Pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered or... At the base of the pillar now you see a man with a thick gray beard and a ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now, at a pace that is hurried, while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. And my companions are dead. You awaken to find your Malleus has broken, only to be replaced by something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flirts through your paralysis. But when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick. If this is sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figure at the machine stands frozen in place. Figures. Flesh and blood replaced by cinder and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Holden and Carius lay bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope for receiving treatment before things get worse. Sorry, buddies. I'm gonna steal all your stuff now. Hope you don't mind. Quick save. And, now you're all dead. I'm gonna take a quick look at your stuff. this scale armor is like way better than what I'm currently wearing, so I'm gonna wear that. I actually could have started that if I started with a different background, but you know, they kind of give you this stuff for that reason. Yeah, I can't wear any headgear. I'm using a mace. How are these in comparison? Use a two-handed polearm. I like sword and board though. Let's see here. This axe, basically exactly the same. Properties. That is a bonus crit damage, where the mace has armor reduction, basically DR reduction, damage reduction. I can also use a hatchet. It has the special ability of interfering, so it's better against magic users, but it's shittier damage. The rapier is much faster attacking, lower damage. It's got an accuracy +1. It's actually kind of cool. You know what? It's kind of weird, but fuck it. I'm going to be a paladin with a... oh wait, shit. I was using my shield that entire time. I'm going to be a paladin with a rapier for now. I think it's cool. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I wanted to see visions of people being tortured to death.
Eh?
Oh, great. People being burnt to the stake. And,
Got it.
I can collect their vessel flesh. Great. Great. This seems super sanitary and not at all fucking disturbing. I'm gonna grab some more of these berries real quick because my hands are currently covered in fucking dead people ash. That's super not cool. I feel really bad about that. The massive structure is formed of stone, area and copper, and is covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with unusual energy. Yeah, let's fuck off. Okay, I need to get to Gilded Vale, and eventually there's Defiance Bay, Strayford Village, Twin Elms, Elm Reach. Okay, I guess this is where the DLC takes place, up in the north. Okay, well, let's go to the Velded Woods. It'll take you 6 hours to complete the journey to Clintvis to Velded Wood. Yeah, yeah. Let's do that. I am sick. I'm covered in the ash of dead people and wearing the equipment of my dead comrades. I feel not good about this entire situation. It's fine though. This is what I came here for. Greenery and plants and living things. Oh hey, I also leveled up. Great. Great. No, this is still okay. This is still fine. Right, kind of weird for. I wanted to double check what I need for this. Let's see here. Alright, favorite disposition, benevolent, passionate, disfavored disposition, deceptive, and cruel. So I want to be benevolent and passionate. Cool. I can do that. Love, be excited and be nice. Don't lie. Don't be an asshole. My party has no reputation. My reputation does. I don't have one. Most powerful foe I defeat is the hunter. Let's see here. Okay. How do I level up? AI behavior, appearance. Yeah, I can change that if I want to. I don't want to. How do I do this? How do I level up? Oh, do I click on the little level up icon? I do! I do click on the little level up icon. Okay, I can learn more about stealth. Not really something I feel super important with. Athletics, lore, mechanism, or survival. Oh, I have 6 points to spend. Well, let's start out with boost. Okay, so it gets more expensive the higher it goes. So let's start by grabbing like the free 1 level in each of these areas. Then I actually kind of feel like alright, this costs... Alright, costs 2 to level up any of these. I'm going to level up my athletics, because that gives me a, healing wave thing, and I'm an outdoorsy lady. So, and then I'll put my rank point into mechanics rather than stealth. Oh, cool. So I get a new class unlock, talents. You can use to customize your character beyond your class ability choice. Some talents modify existing abilities, others add new abilities of their own. A subset of talents are class specific, but most can be taken by characters of any class. So there's the class ones, which I can choose Intense Flames, augments the power of the Paladin's Flames of Devotion, increasing its damage. Modify Flame of Devotion, plus 25% damage as burned. Not bad. Untroubled Faith, Paladin. The Paladin belief becomes more than just a sum of his or her actions, negating reputation and negative influence, faith and conviction. Modifies faith and conviction. Effect, plus 4 defense, plus 8 to all defense except deflection. So plus 4 to deflection, plus 8 to everything else. That's pretty fucking good. Gates reputation and negatively influences faith. And so basically, I could grab this and then I wouldn't have to worry about role playing my character anymore for that thing. But no, fuck that. Even if it is a really good ability, I'd rather, have to play my character. Deep Faith. The intensity of the Paladin's faith deepens, granting them increased defensive bonuses to faith and conviction. Modifies faith and conviction, plus 2 to deflection, plus 3 to all defenses except for deflection. Pretty strong. Strange Mercy. When the Paladin defeats an opponent, nearby allies gain endurance. Grants Strange Mercy passive. So, whenever I kill people, my allies get stronger. Sword and the Shepherd. The Paladin's Flame of Devotion heals endurance in nearby allies. Modifies Flame of Devotion. Ooh, that's actually pretty cool. And I can grab generic offensive things like Weapon Focus Adventure, which gives me bonuses to using certain... which would give me bonuses to using certain types of weapons. So, Adventure would give me plus 6 accuracy with polearms, excellent flails, wands, warbows. Knight would be battle axe, sword, morning star, and crossbow. Noble is dagger, rapier, mace, serpent, scepter, and rod. Peasant is hatchet, spear, quarterstaff, hunting bow, and unarmed. Ruffian is saber, stiletto, club, pistol, and blunderbuss. Soldier is greatsword, war pike, war hammer, arbalist, and arquebus. Marksman is plus 5 against distant enemies, so basically a additional boosty to what the Wood Elves get. 2 weapon style, 20% dual weapon attack speed, so if I want to be a two-hander. One-handed, wielding one single-handed melee weapon gives the attacker graze or convert into hits. 30% of grazes convert to hits when one-handed weapon. Two-handed style, so if I wanted to use one hand weapon, two-handed weapons, or a weapon in each hand. Defensive, hold the line. Train the character in new defensive strategies, increasing his or her engagement limit by 1. Sneak reflexes, plus 10 reflexes, fortitude, bear's fortitude, bull's will. Weapon and shield style. Self, plus 6 defense detection. So I want to use a shield all the time, which is kind of what I'm thinking I'm going to do. Opposed to all defenses against disengaging attack, blah, blah, blah. Utility. I get fast runner, plus 1 movement speed, plus 5 defense and disengaging. Silent of Flames. Damage reduction to burn. Heart of the Storm. So basically, Silent of Flames is fire resistance and fire damage boost, which actually goes well with my class ability. Storm is lightning. Spear Decay is corrosive. Freeze. Quick switch if I want to quickly switch between different weapon types. Wound Binding. Burden Heal over, so I can get the ability to heal allies. It's actually really, really good, but no, I'll give it to someone else. Field Triage allows the healing of a small amount of health on ally. So wound binding is on self. Field triage is on a friend. All these are really cool, but what I'm kind of feeling is an opponent. Nearby allies gain endurance is pretty fucking strong. Flame of Devotion, healing allies is pretty great. Deep Faith is awesome. What I think I'm going to grab, actually, is Scion of Flame. Burn damage and burn resistance. Plus 5 damage reduction, burn, and 20% burn damage. Because right now, I already have a class power or where I do flame damage. Power of the Paladin's Flame of Devotion increases. I could just actually make my Flame of Devotion stronger. Ooh, these are all so good. When Paladin defeats... you know what? I'm just going to be generic and go with Deep Faith. Deflection, all the defenses up. I've become more strong in my faith after the events recently. And finally, Talent. Wait, okay, yes, I want Deep Faith. Okay, there we go, that's it. Perfect. Alright, sorry about that. Sorry about the, extended bit of character stuff. I know that, like, some of you probably want to skip the, it's a ghost. Probably want to skip some of that bullshit in the first place and are annoyed now that I just went back and did a whole bunch more, but, and what are you going to do? Okay. Oh, I can look at these. Shattered pieces of crates are strewn across the dirt along with a few muddy vegetables. Oh, hello. The grass still flattened beneath the wagon's wheels. Barrels of cabbages, potatoes, squash, and other overturned and abandoned. Abundant. Cannon supplies and some coppers. I'll take those. Oh, a camp. Hello. Hello, good sir.
Good day, stranger.
The man approaches, appears to be hurriedly disassembling his camp in quick, jerky movements. He looks up at you as you approach, and his expression tense and drawn. Greetings, he says, a little breathless. I'm on my way south, is it? On your way south, is it? He whips his brow and turns his face to you. The sooner you clear these woods, the better, I think. Our caravan was attacked and been trying to get to Gilded Vale. Never mind the woods, there's a strange machine in the ruins up north. There are these figures, blah, 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 climb back. What's your hurry? I'm only passing through. Keep your nose to your own business. You know what? I'm going to tell this guy about what's going on. Never mind the woods, there's a strange machine in the ruins up north. There were these figures clad in black performing some kind of ritual. The man's brow furrows in concentration. Ruins? The old Ethwain place? You want to keep clear of those. Whatever you saw, strange things always crop up around Ethwain sites. I don't doubt those people you saw were up to no good. Let the Glothmans deal with it. They don't take kindly to trespassers, whatever their intentions, and there's enough to worry about in these woods as is. His expression falls. We came across a bear in a cave up to the north. Got better of a friend of mine. I only just made out with my life. In any case, the forest already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. Where are you? What happened to your friend? Where did you find the bear? Find your friend. We didn't see it coming. Norton's voice shakes a little as he speaks. We were following a stag. Parley, he saw something in the brambles, and we went tearing off after it. We all but stumbled into the cave. Poor Parley didn't stand a chance. The bear was on top of him before we knew what was happening. The beasts will take what they will, I suppose. He smiled sadly. And this time, goblin flavor fell upon the bear. Who are you? Name's Norton. Born and raised in Gilded Vale. Haven't had a spot of luck since. His face twists. Luckier than Parley, I suppose. Where did you find the bear? It's in a cave, a ways up that way. He turns to point northwest. I wouldn't seek it out if I were you. It's a great brute of a beast. Would hate to hear that it took another's life. Farewell, then. You know what? I'm gonna go and get some help before I go tackling a bear. I happen to know that there's a companion that you can get in Gilded Vale. Once I have him, I might be a bit more willing to risk my skin fighting a big, nasty bear. After talking for as long as I have, because I've recorded all of this in one go, and that character creation bit took it out of me.
Time for a nap.
Oh yeah, I'm tired. Okay, Gilded I've reached the Valewood. The Valewood, no, it's here. I finally reached Gilded Vale. It's not quite what I was expecting. So, as you can see right here, my endurance, I have health and endurance. This black bar over my character port grid is how tired I'm getting. Right now I'm suffering from major fatigue. Minus 20 accuracy, minus 25 maximum endurance. So yeah, my maximum endurance is down. So I'm bushed. I need to sleep. New map discovered, Gilded Vale, 10 XP. That is a tree full of corpses.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
He glances at the gnarled, leafless monstrosity of a tree next to him. Do you welcome everyone this way? Are you mad? No wonder this place looks half empty. I feel home already. Are you mad? No wonder this place looks half empty. The only answer you hear is the buzzing of flies from the tree.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever conceived a Hollowborn child?
What are you talking about? No. That's a rather personal question. Mind if refuse to answer? Mind your own damn business. Well, I'm a godlike, so I can't actually bear children in the first place, so no. What are you talking? Alright, no.
Are you absolutely certain?
I am a godlike.
Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
I am barren as shit. I cannot have children.
I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
My womb is a solid block of flowers.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
I hate you. I've been feeling stranger since I close to the Baywick. Is there something in the town that can help? You said something about the Hollowburn. Okay, you said something about the Hollowburn and Wyvern's legacy. He blinks. I forgot you foreigners do not have the curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon Drywood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children born without souls. He shakes his head. Pitiful dumb things that breathe, barely, but do not truly live. Some say Hollowborn a disease. Some say they're a punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows. But they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Waywind's legacy struck in honor of the fool, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. I see. Lord Rithsgrin declared decree may seem strict at times, but he has our best interest at heart. He nods. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understands our rules. So as much as this guy's kind of a snake, at least he's, doing his job. He's answering questions, and seems relatively genuine, even if he's being an asshole. I've been feeling strange ever since I came close to a Bewick. Is there somebody in this town who could help me?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak.
He points to the hanging tree.
Fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, We saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Before I got here, I saw several people conducting strange ceremonies near some ruins. He regards you carefully. You'll want to mind what you mention, where you mention that. Trespassing in Ithwin ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Breathe some mercy, we certainly have. Breath in, have mercy. Maybe so, I don't think so. Just as they finished, there was a bailiwick. He polishes his spectacles on his sleeve. If you've been that close to a bailiwick, you wouldn't be standing here. Sure, why not?
Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
I have a bad feeling about this.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
What do you mean, don't throw me, little man? What happened? Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? What happened? He shrugs one bony shoulder. I will know more details when the messenger arrives. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps. But that's not your concern. What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Brethil must be redoubled. He sets a steady gaze on you. I'm not going to tell him not to threaten me. Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn, or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will let you know more soon enough. Farewell, you prick. But yeah, oof. Dead babies. More dead babies. Fantastic. Let's go and grab some mushrooms. Yeah, so this guy here is a companion. So I don't know if I can get him immediately, but I can at least get that ball rolling. Scattered between the branches of the twine and beads, waiting flowers not half erased by rain. So I think that body right there is actually the lady who I would have been able to get medicine from.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
I like you. Looking for anyone who can help me feel better. Strange way to talk about it. You're dead. No, I don't need help. Yeah, looking for anyone who could help me feel better. He gives you an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. He exhales and exhales and turns his attention away, watching the village around him. Okay, yeah, I can't really get much from him right now, but later on, he is a companion, and one I like is the warrior. There's one companion for each class. Okay, I can go down into that temple, but I'm not going to. Beneath the veins are crude carvings of sun rising over the stars. Yeah, for right now, my main goal is just to find a inn to stay in. Blackhammer Smithy. But first, let's sell some crap. Also possibly buy a weapon that's more fitted to my particular playstyle. An older man is an impressive build, towering over the countertop. His skin is a dusky blue of the deeper oceans, and his thick arms boast corded muscles. Small ears frame a square jaw, face coated in smeared soot and arching black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome! You're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? What do you have here? Is this your shop? That it is. Been here near on 20 years. Near on 20 years. Now, seen all manner of things over the years, good luck and bad. Tantrum glances at the guard standing watch along the wall. But the Black Hammer Smithery remains. What you got for sale? You come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. Stock's not what it used to be, but we find weapons and armor to offer yet. All forged right here in Black Hammer. What happened? We just don't have the supplies. Been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now, and haven't seen a sight of it. Has to expect they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them. Or my workers run off with the wagon themselves, maybe to make some coin. Tantrum snorts, as if that law would dare. Tantrum scratches his jaw, thinking, if you happen to be headed that way, maybe you could keep an eye out for a supply wagon, or a shipment at least. They'll be cutting through Black Meadow, I expect. Only good road for it. As it is, most of the wagons go to His Grace, Lord Roderick. Tantrum glances at the nearby guards. And that's as it should be. But it doesn't leave much for outsiders. We just don't have the iron. I'll find your supplies. I'll see them back safe and sound. Where I can try looking from. I have some other questions. Yeah, I'll see them back safe and sound. I'd appreciate you trying anyhow. You bring back the supplies at least, and I'll have much more to offer you. A discount to start. And if you find my workers, you give them a good smack upside the head for me. New quest, Smith's shipment.
Well met, friend.
No. Good to see you again. Afraid we're still running low on goods, but you're welcome to look at what we have. Of course, you won't find finer wares anywhere. Okay, time to sell some of the shit I've been looking around. And in my chest of bullshit. I'll hold on to that torch actually. And I'm not gonna sell my brewing supplies. Okay. I still haven't chosen a weapon style. And that's probably because I want to find out kind of like more about these weapons and pick one that feels right in my hands. You know, I'm a paladin. I get to choose whatever type of weapon I want. I could grab breastplate though. That'd probably be not too bad. So some of these are actually really helpful for other things. Some enchanted items. Got scale armor, which actually appears to be just as good as a breastplate. I can actually pull both of these up at the same time and compare them. So let's see here. Breastplate has 1 higher damage reduction. It's better against piercing, burn, and but not freeze. Scale mail is better against freeze. It has a slow recovery time, and yeah. So I probably am more in favor of the breastplate, but frankly, I'm not going to waste 300 copper on something that is only a mild stat shift from what I currently have. Actually, you know, I'm a big bashy type person. I should probably grab something with a bit more bashy quality to it. Let's see here. Pike or a polearm. These are both pretty cool. Thinking I might, instead of going, you know, sword and board, describe a nice two-handed weapon. Let's see here. Both these do the same amount of damage. This is piercing damage. This is crushing / slashing damage. This one has 1.8 reach, so it's longer reach. And so yeah, this is only piercing, where this is slashing / crushing, but this one has extended reach. I'm playing a paladin though, so I want to be up close and personal, so probably the pike over that. But let's just see. A big old fancy pants sword versus a poleaxe. Let's see here. Slashing, piercing. believe these are exactly the same, actually. Yes. So it's more what I personally prefer. Big old sword or big old poleaxe? Yeah, poleaxe is pretty cool, actually. Fuck it. Swords are boring. I'm gonna grab poleaxe. Oh yeah. I'll take that off your hands, please. Here you go. So let's throw it. Oh yeah, that's fucking radical. Me like. So I got a new quest, but I'll deal with that later. For now, both in-game and out, I'm exhausted and need rest. Let's double check to make sure that this is my current quest. Loading times. Okay. Quick save. Okay. Maester Ukin suggested that I have a rest at the inn while he looks into the matter of finding me a place to stay. Everything is at a standstill while he awaits word of the fate of the Lord Redrick's baby. Seems I have little choice but to wait and see what comes of it. So yeah, I know from I've gotten past this point, obviously, and also obviously we are not going to this is not going to end well for us. We're not going to have a permanent place to stay in this village. We will eventually get a small keep that is in shitty repair and that we get to build up and turn to our own private stronghold. And there's tons of base building and stuff. You actually can see a little bit of it here. Oh yeah, there's two companions here. Athlos, you see 4 people gathered at the door of the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggests an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
What's going on here? Say nothing. Everyone calm down. Or this is about shares of reacting. Ooh, a fight! Alright, everyone calm down. Whatever this is about, I'm sure it's an overreaction. One of the other men glares at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. We're humble folk, but we're no fools, not like he thinks, mocking us with his shatters in our village. We don't take that kind of talk from foreigners, especially not Aldrin.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
I'll cut that barrel-looking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
Yeah, so basically this guy's got multiple personalities.
That's where you're wrong.
The elf one draws a blade. I don't think attacking him is such a good idea. Back down, all of you. This is absurd. This is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking and out here arguing? I'm going to take it from him. Yeah, fight! I'm saying out this one now, though. Back down. Yeah, this is absurd. Alright, back down, all of you. This is absurd. No one gives us orders, foreigner. They squint at you through red, blurry eyes. Sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Oh god, yes, I am defending him.
Let's.
I am not going to make friends in this village. As the last of the attackers fall, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
You mean slaughtering them? You're welcome! You'd be such an asshole, though. I'm glad I could help.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts. Though your accent suggests that you're no more local than I.
He straightens his hood, and you know the remains of fraying embroideries on his gloves. His boots are caked with dirt and many months' travel, but leatherwork beneath is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
You better more to say for yourself now. How do you manage to get stuck out here? He laughs uncomfortably. That's something of a long story.
I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins.
In Gwithan ruins? Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious. What exactly did you find there?
Being with several hooded figures operating a strange machine. Why, nothing. At some point I might actually have to play a priest of, like, the god of deception and hate and quiet hatred, and just be a huge dick in this game, because there's some fun options for that. Anyway, several hooded figures operating a strange machine. Athun Aloth goggles at you silently, apparently assuming you're assessing your earnestness. Finally, he gives you a clipped, awkward laugh.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
Were you in Gilded Vale? Just how did you manage to get across the... I should get going. Just how did you manage to cross those three drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
You didn't tell that one man to go fuck his... You did tell that one man to go fuck his sister. You did make a rather lewd suggestion regarding one of the aggressors and his own sister. I see. I'm gonna be straightforward with you, buddy. Ah, that. He clears his throat, adjusting his sleeves. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. It happens too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. I heard the same thing. For just a moment, he looks as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief. But before he can speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lip so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes, and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. What are you doing in Gilded Vale?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
And you? Like you said, I'm a settler. I've been traveling things of late, looking for an expert. I've been experiencing strange things of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
He nods at the gnarled old tree in the center of town, the one covered in corpses. His darting glance takes in the tumbled-down buildings and fallow, rock-strewn fields. I expect that such experience would be best sought elsewhere. You don't exactly look like a settler.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
Fair point. I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
I prefer to travel light? Nope. I want companions, and I want companions with story, not hirelings. So do I. Let's go together.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
So yeah, the first two companions that you can find in this area are this elven mage.
Yeah.
Stole all their clothes. We'll just leave these bodies here. This elven mage here and the human warrior over by the ruins. I forget exactly what I need to do before I can actually get him, but yeah, he'll be joining us soon enough. So, lore, definitely. And mechanics, and yeah, just double down on what you already know. Okay. He's a wizard, so we need to give him wizardly spells. Thrust of Tattered Veils. A quick strike of crushing force, dealing little damage, but having a high chance of disrupting enemy spellcasters. Spirit Shield. Surrounding the caster with a shield, spirit energy. We've got plenty of tough people who will be able to guard it for him. Coating the ground with slick, oily substance, inflicting knockdown on anyone in the affected area. So that's glare. So freeze damage, tilt touch, lightning damage, ghost blade. Calls a field of unearthly blades into existence, inflicting immediate pierce damage and hobbled affliction on targets in an area of effect. That's actually kind of awesome. Fleet foot, movement speed increase. Eldritch aim. Grants the caster otherworldly sight, resulting in a preternatural accuracy for a short period of time. Paralyzing staff. Glowing core staff, pure energy for the wizard to wield. Chilling fog. Calls a blinding white icy fog into existence, inflicting blindness and freeze damage over time to any in the affected area. That's actually a pretty good one to use against range opponents. I'm going to grab the thrust of a tattered veils, because I find spellcasters can be a huge pain in the ass, and my main character is already not particularly great at dealing with them. So let's grab an anti-mage spell. Okay, and then for a class thing, I can get blast. Generates a blast on the target when using wand, rod, scepter, blah, 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 blah. Doing a modest amount of damage to all enemies in a small area around the target. Slam allows the wizard to smash an enemy with energizing, blah, blah, blah. And it's a chance of knocking the target back. Or Arcane Veil, conjure a protective shield of magic around the wizard. Then all the default ones. And let's do Blast. We don't have a AoE. Dunzo. So there we go. We got our first companion, permanent companion, one who isn't going to leave us. Okay. Seems like a little choice, but okay. So my main quest is still that. I have a side quest to do to go and get the thing for the blacksmith. So let's go to the tavern. Rest, and then I will call it a night, because this episode is already going way longer than I intended in the first place, but I just want to... you know what? I'll save here where we're about to talk to the lady, so... Save. And that's all for today, people. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're enjoying yourselves, and if you are... hopefully we will continue together in the Pillars of Eternity. See you next time, hopefully.